All right, welcome back. Let's get into some of the stories of the week. We're done with the weekly Sharp Edge News Special Report. I don't know if I pronounced this properly. His name is OZEKHOME.
Yes, you got it. Mike
Okay,
OZEKHOME.
Mike OZEKHOME.
OZEKHOME. Senior Advocate
Yeah.
of Nigeria, Professor of Law,
Uh huh.
titled Traditional Chief,
Yep.
etc., etc., and Human Rights Crusader.
Right. So he's. I feel like I've seen him alongside the SAN Femi Falana in some other
Yeah, he moves
in some
in
other space.
he moves in some dignified, respectable, and illustrious circles. Remember him when he was kidnapped and released by whether bandits or kidnappers at the time. When he was released, he was asking and campaigning seriously for amnesty for all bandits and kidnappers in
Mm.
Nigeria. And then some of us were also joking, although it was a serious issue. We were also joking that now we send the barrister Michael Ozekhome this kind of
Mm-hmm.
message at his commission. But he was highly traumatized. But he's a committed Nigerian.
Okay.
And remember 1986? He was in the vanguard of demanding or taking the Babangida administration to court on this lingering subsidy removal or payment crisis. So I yield.
Okay. Great. Great. So he has history. There's a report here on the Whistler.ng that says a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Mike Ozekhome, has said Nigeria is in need of a new constitution that reflects present realities and the needs of the people in order to make progress as a country. The human rights lawyer made this known on Sunday while speaking as a guest on Channel's television Politics Today program. Ozekhome said President Bola Tinubu should have the political will to change the constitution and ensure that within his tenure the country can get a new constitution which will be subject to referendum. And I quote, the president, should have the political will to change the constitution because these problems will not go away until we tackle it headlong. The senior lawyer said, on whether a new constitution is the new solution to the numerous challenges facing the country, he said it is. The killings you're seeing, the poverty, the corruption, they're all symptoms of a larger problem, which is the basis of which we are talking about. When you solve it, other things will be in place. According to him, the 1999 Constitution was military imposed and not subject to any referendum. He said Nigeria needs an indigenous and people-centric constitution to redirect the country's quote-unquote journey of no destination. Ozekhome said Nigeria is a country still yearning for nationhood. We're not united. The brand new constitution must be subjected to the referendum of the people. We have to have a constituent assembly and all the National Assembly can pass a law in that regard. Then the draft constitution will now be signed by Mr. President and we will have a constitution. So I have a big question, right?
Right.
I was at a barbecue with my in-laws yesterday and they're adamant. I know you hung out with them some few weeks back
Yes, sir.
about the Yoruba nation, you know, and in fact, he was saying that they told Tinubu that like that's not the direction we wanted you to go. We want you to come and lead us. That means Yoruba people, not this old thing of a mess, quote unquote, called Nigeria. So my question is also, I also noticed Shore also talks a lot about, Omoyele Shore, he talks a lot about the Constitution and the Constitution being a scam. So I saw this today, it's trendy. I wanted to get your take on the 1999 Constitution. How bad exactly is this Constitution?
Okay. Let's take it one after the other. It's so bad to the extent that that constitution was tailor-made to uh, put Sani Abacha up as the strongest head of state, head of government on the face of the earth. And over time, that heritage, the the deficient document is what has been the operational code, the operational manual for successive leaderships and administrations, and each person that steps into that office steps into the Nigeria presidency, operating the Constitution of 1999 as it is known, whether amended or intact as it was originally, will be operating as a strong man, not as a statesman. That is the number one scam about the Constitution. Then it was something that was virtual. Yes, people were invited. A constituent assembly was convoked, and people came. There was a talk shop, but our representative were the people that sat to draft the Constitution. So you look at what the patriots, people like Dr. Tunji Abayomi, the current pro-chancellor of the university in Akumba, the Adekunle Ajashi University in Akumba, people like the late Professor Ben Nwabweze and Chief Mike OZEKHOME. I mean, every other person involved in the current project seeking a new arrangement that would produce a more authentic, a more representational document that will reflect the preamble, we, the people. That is what they are talking about. And what was foisted on Nigerians, what was handed down to Nigerians, the unpicked so-called wise men who drafted this. We knew some of them one-on-one, fine, nice gentlemen as they were. But the issue is they were acting at the behest of the military administration of the time. And do not remember all 5 political parties in Nigeria at that time that was infamously referred to or tagged as the 5 leprous fingers of Sani Abacha by the late Attorney General and Minister of Justice of Nigeria, Chibola Ige. Do not for all of them were pushing for a situation in which all 5 political parties in Nigeria, something very novel then, something unprecedented, unknown to Nigeria as a country, they all were pushing. They were going to endorse General Sani Abacha as their sole presidential candidate. Whoever you find on the scene, whether it was Tunji Braithwaite from GDM, all kinds of characters, political gladiators coming on the platform of UNCP, DPN, NCPN, CNC, all of them. They dared not. They could not stand Abacha in the face. Otherwise, they would take bullets from people like
So we must well say. So we must well say they have a gun to their head, making this document.
Practically so. Practically so. And, you know, it was the worst dictatorship Nigeria ever witnessed. So that is what produced the document. And so if Yowora is saying something about it being a scam, yes, I agree completely. If Chief Michael OZEKHOME is saying that, and Baba Emeka Ayaku, the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth and Nations, you know, a loose confederation of former British colonies maybe about 56 or more of them coming together. Baba Nyauku used to be the Secretary General. He is asking for a constituent assembly that would produce a more edifying, a more reflective, and uh, something much more conscious of our identity, so emblematic of um, our input as a nation. And ideas should also include the input of Nigerians in the diaspora, because the way we are being treated at the moment is almost like Nigerians going
Second
back to the
class.
country. Not even that. Almost being like you are seen off at the point of departure,
Like
as
bye.
if you were crossing the point of no return during the the slave trade age. They don't want to see you back in your community anymore, and then you dare put, make a contribution in terms of debate, informed commentary, or join in a peaceful protest. You are tagged a foreign mercenary.
Right.
So everybody would have to come on the table, and I agree with all these people. See, I will still be 54. You can, what can you, other than my contribution in the media and uh, impact around my family, what would you say Nigeria has allowed people like us to contribute? And when you are even there, you are contributing meaningfully to um, efforts at enlightening the public and making sure that the civil society is alive and well. Somebody is nursing the ambition of sending contract killers after you. This is one thing that I've noticed firsthand. Yes. So, Baba OZEKHOME, Chief
OZEKHOME.
American Yaku, Femi Falana, Jowore, the Agbakobas of this world, and Sheikh Sani, all of them, they mean well. And when Nigerian youths come out to say that, oh, this is not the way we want this country to go, let us all debate it. They are tagged as a foreign agent, you know. And by the way, you see the way people are being paraded, saying, oh, some Polish citizens, Poles, people from Poland have been arrested for sloganeering or being behind the protest in which Russian flags are. You know, Nigerians are gullible. Do Russia and Poland have a cordiality at the moment? I mean, Poland is in some serious fear that that country may be the next to be invaded after Ukraine. And now people in Nigeria are not they are not trying to engage in some critical thinking process, challenging the claim that the people that have been arrested, Polish citizens in Nigeria, that they are there to champion the interests of Russia. There is no commonality between Russia and Poland on the international stage at the moment. So why are they linking the incongruous facts? So all these are the things that must come on the table, even as we embrace the advocacy and the struggle of the patriots who want a better, more fulfilling, and encompassing ground norm constitution for the country, in which the truth of the preamble, we the people, would be given real expression and truthful reality.
Yeah. Now to the Yoruba nation part of it, of that.
Yes, the Yoruba nation part of it, honestly. So they are saying Tinubu should pull out of the federal arrangement and come back and lead Yoruba nation. Would they have loved what Tinubu is visiting on the entire Nigerian nation? Would they have loved that to be foisted on Yoruba nation, and then who told them that Yoruba nation pulling out of the entire Nigerian arrangement would fare better. The same predators, the same praying politicians that you find on the national stage, you want to come back home. Were they not operating in a Western region? Have they not been operating in different states of Western Nigeria? I do not share that opinion. And you look at the people that are agitating at times, apart from people like Mayegun of this world in Scotland and all kinds of other people. Are you going to buy into the scam that was originally initiated by Professor Akintoye and Onitiri and all of them? Yes, I support good governance. I mean, the agitation for good governance, Yoruba nation, I do not know, because in the final analysis, within us Yoruba, you find out that some section of the country, and I love our unity. I do not want, but the reality is that when push comes to shove, are they not going to tell some people that you are from Iluoke? Would the Ekiti or Ondo State man not be pushed aside? Because I remember people will say, Ondo State at Ekiti.
It gets
Would they
real.
not
It gets
prefer?
real.
Would they not prefer the Oles amongst us?
Right,
You
because
want
there's already at least 4 or 5 states with different regions, even within the. So if division is the issue, division will continue to be the issue.
See, this division of a thing. For example, you say Yoruba, how is we should faring under our local government?
Exactly.
How did
Within the same local government.
Ugitagbolu and Obaile, how did they fare under the old big Akure local government place?
Yeah.
This is a utopia that we are chasing, thinking a Yoruba nation will end all worries and agitations. I do
I
not
mean, there
know
was
about
one. There was one question I asked. I asked him, and that was with regards to, is Tinubu willing to let go of the oil to come and lead Yoruba people? Is there enough oil in those states?
that. And the oil in Ondo State, do you think the Akwois, the Ilajes, Ikales, the core owner of the oil resources there, you think they will also let go for Tinubu?
Exactly.
You need to be there. Even as
Do they feel like they are authentic Yoruba, and would they be accepted as authentic Yorubas?
they are authentic Yorubas, they are real Oduduwa descendants? Or
No, I'm talking about when the show. How do you say? When it gets down to
when
it.
the
Push gets to the shove.
That's right.
Right.
You will be hearing all kinds of stories. I was about the youngest individual who submitted a paper for local government creation when we were asking for new local governments, I think in 1997. And that was what culminated in the creation of Ekiti State and Akure North local government, etc., etc.
Right.
I remember the Agadagba, the Arugo people, their monarch, when the Olubo said, "Oh, these people have always been my traditional tenant," and the Agadagba monarch said, "My lord," addressing the chairman of that august body that received all of us at the then Ondo State House of Assembly in Akure, that, "My lord, that is quite unfortunate and is a disaster." I'm paraphrasing what transpired in my presence there. I had come with a position paper asking that Ayede Ogbese be made a local government headquarters to whatever arrangement was going to evolve. Of course, we never, we were never made a local government headquarters. I think because of some liaison between the son of Oladipo Dia, the then chief of staff, and some other family in Iju. The local government headquarters was cited in Iju Taogolu, the place that is known as Okeagbe, between the two communities. So the boundary line, so to say, in English. So the point I'm making is that you will find all these primordial sentiments bubbling
Yes.
up, and
Yeah.
people
Even in the
starting,
smallest of communities, even within the
yeah,
same
but
village.
yeah, it's not going to be strange. All we are saying is that there must be some serious discussion, some
Right.
serious
Exactly.
debate, some sovereignty about the process or processes that will produce a workable constitution for Nigeria. Yoruba
Absolutely.
nation, well, good luck. I just want Nigeria that works for everybody,
Exactly.
because there are real strength in huge numbers, in
Yeah.
huge population. And
Absolutely.
whatever we look at as diversity that should undermine whatever arrangement we have, should actually add to the strength of our emergence as a strong nation on the face of the earth. Not just among black people, but in the community of all races, all nations.
Absolutely. All right. Everybody, thank you. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Let's get into this next segment. Check it out. Check it out. I'll be right back.
Really, really violent people. And we're going to get them out of our country, and we're going to get them back to where, because they were sent here by the presidents and by the various